Hey y'all, I came to do another video and Cole forgot what the fuck I was supposed to be talking about. Because seriously, like it was supposed to be like I had one topic because I didn't want to make the other video so long, and Cole forgot what I was going to be talking about. Let me see. Anyway, I got this motherfucking drink. Let me tell you something. Can I just tell you something about me? If there's anybody that fucked with me and they don't fuck with me no more, it was because they was using me. It wasn't because they loved me so much. It wasn't because they thought I was so real. It was because of the spaces that I was in from that time to this time, whichever time. They were able to get things out of me. I have to say this because I keep seeing it on the internet. Like, you can't bring everybody with you. Like, when you're moving up and when you're doing shit in life, in your space, in your world, you can't bring everybody with you, even people that you thought was riding with you, because you come to find out that motherfuckers was never riding with you. You come to find out that bitches, they call you whatever to try to appease you, to make you think they your real friend, but they got a whole friend from childhood that been fucking your baby father. Ain't no telling how long that was going on, but it was going on long enough. Me and him not even together no more. He married to a whole nother person. You understand? But that's life. That's life. So I don't know how motherfuckers could call me a not real person, or how motherfuckers could put buzz in another motherfucker ear to make it seem like I'm something. Like, I've been the realest to everybody. What it is though, I suffered. I wasn't well. I've been through a lot of shit. A lot of us have. Yeah, la 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 la. But when I'm going through it, I can't worry about what another motherfucker going through if I'm going through my own shit. This is some real shit. Let me just tell you some real shit. When somebody, me, her, him, anybody, right, is going through their dilemmas, their breakdowns, their traumas, their whatever it is that they're suffering from, there's no way for me to see your shit. There's no way for me to see your shit when I'm in the thick of what I'm going through. There's just no way. I don't see it. I can't see it. I can try to relate, or I can try to, but once, if I'm in my shit and I'm hurting and I'm broken, I can't see your shit. And there's no way in the fucking world you can tell me your shit is more important than mine. I would not dare tell you that my shit is more important than yours, though. I would not dare to do that. But there are some people that think that, feel like that, and do express that to other people. And no matter how live-minded I try to be to try to explain that to certain people, there's just some people that think how they feel, and you can't, once a person, some people just only have their own understanding, which means they're not open-minded enough to have a clear understanding of life. They only have their own understanding. So when they only have their own understanding, they're not getting that there's other points of life, there are other points of people, right? There are other points of dynamics that, okay, you might have been suffering in that way, but I was suffering in this way, and at this point, I can't see what you were going through because this shit had me sunk. Just like that shit might have had you sunk. But how dare you compare the two? How dare you compare what you're going through, or what he, she, or he is going through, to what I'm going through? I don't want to hear that shit, nor should anybody. Just like that's why I would not do that. I would not compare my shit to your shit, because you shouldn't have to hear it. But people have this thing where they have a right, they feel like they have a right to tell somebody what's more important, whose shit was more important than whose else's. Okay. That don't fly. It doesn't work. It's not for real. It's only your way of thinking. It's not realistic. When people are suffering, everybody is suffering on their own, at their own pace, in their own ways. And you better believe that the one that you're saying, whose shit was more important than somebody else's, they're not saying that. Because they ain't got no time to think about it. Here's something else. I said something and mentioned something in my other video about, or a post or whatever I did, like about real motherfuckers. If they was ever real to me, they still real to me right now. If you're not real to me right now, it's because you were using me. I got used a lot, you know, and because I'm just a kind-hearted person. I'm still a rough, rugged, raw motherfucker, but my heart is so kind that, yes, I got used. I got used a lot. I'm going to just give you this one situation and I'm getting the fuck out of here because I don't want to talk too much about this situation because I'm done with these people. But let me give you a clear example of how people thought they were able to use me, especially in my down state, in my down period. So there was always people, I mean, people that I've worked with that became my friends, or people that were clients of mine that became friends of mine, however the dynamic became about. But there was this one particular situation who we had words here and there on and off, and we were kind of, but I saw that you were not trying to make much of life, and I felt that you were more interested in what everything else that everybody else was doing, and the bitch had a trade. The bitch, I mean, I hope she's doing that now to make her some money. I hope she's raking in, because that bitch can make some good money doing what she does. But let me tell you what she did to me. So she ended up getting a job at UPS. This was I don't want to say too much because I don't want to, but she was somebody who I had helped out a lot. They stated that to me, that I helped them out a lot, and then we became very close. We had a falling out, and then we got back in. The thing is that during my breakdown, this is what I'm saying about people. It's like you were able to use me when I'm up, or when I thought I was up, whatever I thought I was. But when I had it like that, and you asked me for anything and everything, and motherfuckers didn't have no problem asking me for nothing. And when they had no problem asking me for nothing, I had no problem giving it to them. Okay? But this particular person, right, like I said, I just have to keep mentioning, we had a falling out, and then we came back. I'm going to fast forward it to a couple of years ago, when this person got a job at UPS. Now, I offered myself in certain ways, and that's the problem. That's the last thing you should do. Don't never offer yourself up. Because you offer yourself up in one way, motherfuckers think you're available in another way. And me, I'm too direct, so I'll make it clear. This is what I'm offering myself for. Don't ask me for this. I'm not well, but goddamn it, I'm still me. I'm going to tell you what's up. Anyway, so this person had got a job at UPS, and I had made myself available that, okay, you get off at a certain time of night, that, you know, and you have your kids, I would keep your kids or whatever, but she didn't want that part. She didn't want the part where I kept her kids. She just wanted me to pick her up from work. So I might have said, okay, well, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the discrepancy was, but it wasn't working out the way she wanted it to work out. And she texted me and said, it was just the way that she texted me, like, well, I get off of work at this particular time, blah 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 blah. You ain't doing shit. So you asking me to do you a fucking favor, but you gonna tell me what the fuck I'm doing in order to make a clear way for me to be able to do some shit for you? That was the turn off point right there. Right? So that shit turned me off. So of course I had to go relay that shit back and forth to her to make her realize that this is what you just said to me. Of course she's skipping right over that. She's skipping right over the fact that you done told me I'm not doing shit. So that means you didn't give a fuck about my time. You don't give a fuck about what I go through. Right? Because there's some days, bitch, I can't be available to you every fucking day because there's some days I don't even feel like getting the fuck up. So no, I'm not available to you every fucking day. But you call me and let me know and I'll see if I can be available. And that was her way to say, you ain't doing shit. You could come get me from work. You ain't doing shit. You following me? So that was already a turn off for me. So now I'm like, nah. So basically, it was one particular day, I kept texting her and asking her, do you need me to come and get you from work this day? You got to let me know now. Don't text me. You get off at 11 and you texting me at 10:45 talking about I'm ready to get home. You needed to let me know at 4 o'clock that afternoon when I was texting you that, what the situation was going to be. She didn't respond. She didn't say shit. So guess what? I'm not getting up at no fucking 10 o'clock at night to come get some fucking female. Bitch, you ain't giving me no money. I don't fuck females, so you're not fucking me. You understand? I be needing people to understand certain shit. Okay? Because people like to spin shit the way they say. I'm going to give it to the real way. And if there was some other kind of way, then I can understand that. Or give it to me, make sure that I understand it the different way. But I don't remember how this happened. Right? And then she's so-called in communication with another so-called friend of mine. So I'm pretty sure that they're talking because their kids go to the same school. So I'm pretty sure they have some things that, oh, that's why everybody say about you. That's what the other one said. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, let's figure this out. What they've said about you. I'd rather not, because I don't give a fuck right now. But back to the other one. Because everybody think they so fucking cool. And people have said to me, I don't know why you fuck with these people. Like, these people are not even on your speed. These are not your type of people. Like, people have said that to me. And I'm just like, these are my fucking people. These are my dogs. These are my loved ones. I was wrong. But getting back to the other homegirl, right? Because I did think she was a loved one too at some point. So when she said that you're not doing shit thing, it turned me off. I'm like, and then you waited till 10 something at night to say you needed a ride from work. Like, bitch, I told you I was asking you at 4 something that afternoon. Like, tell me what's up. You didn't say shit. So you think I'm just supposed to jump about my fucking bed when it's snowing to come get you from work? You got a whole baby father? I don't know whether he laid up with another bitch. That don't got shit to do with me, but I know you got him. So I didn't go get her because you wasn't going to get me like that. Because like I said, these bitches call me for every fucking thing. When they needed me to do something for them, they call me for every fucking thing but a good time. I see you posting your little pictures looking pretty at your little parties and all this shit. You ain't invite me to shit. But you need me to come get you from fucking work at UPS on a snowy ass day, on a snowy ass night. And you didn't even confirm for me at 4 o'clock that you actually needed me to come and get you. So if that's something for you to talk about it. Because that's how the story went. But then it got a little bit more because, okay, we might have stopped speaking for a couple of... And then she called me up, or I called her up, or whatever. She was having some little get-together, some little block party at the complex that she lived at. Now, I come to the complex because I'm observant. That's what I do. I'm observant. That's what I do. I got a whole fucking degree in that shit. But I was naturally born with that observation thing. I can spot it. I don't even have to hear one word, and all I have to do is watch, and I know the whole timeline. I know the whole storyline. I have that, right? I come into the cookout, and I see the people. She all setting up everything. They like almost bossing her around. They like, they got her running chicken. And I pull up with my bottle and whatever, and I didn't bring a chair because that's what this thing, bring a chair. Now, if I would have went home and got my chair, I'd have lost the good parking spot that I had. I guess I could have lost it or whatever, but I didn't want to lose my parking spot. So I didn't go get in my chair. I just sat in my car in front. I didn't sit back there in the back because there are people out there in the back. When niggas is sitting around looking like, I don't want to be around that. So I didn't sit around that. I just sat in the front with my bottle. But the way she acted towards me, the food that she brought me food that she didn't even cook. And I know the bitch can cook. And you brought me everything from that was disgusting, and you didn't even bring me no food that you know I would enjoy. You brought me food that I would not have brought to you. And when she did that, I went upstairs to use the bathroom in the house, so I saw the food that she clearly was not feeding me. I was like, oh, really? And then she had other friends come. I guess they had chairs. So they went in the back and they was doing whatever they was doing in the back. Okay. And then they want to come stand by my car and try to act funny to me. I was like, oh, all y'all shape the same. I was a little smaller then. It was a little tighter then. So I felt like I had room to say that. Especially when bitches were trying to be funny to me. So I did say that. I was being ugly at that moment. But only because that was my shoot. Because what the fuck you think you trying to prove? After that I left. I didn't say nothing else. And then once you are trying to explain to someone what they have done, like you didn't even, I was sitting out there all that time in my car. You didn't come out here. These fucking fat bitches came and you was out there. You stayed back there with them, and then you came and actually stood by my car with these fat bitches and acted like I wasn't even there. And I was there the whole fucking time for your shit. They came late when it was all over. And you went upstairs and made a plate for them with the food that you didn't even give me. This is the shit that I've been allowing people to do to me. I'm not even going to talk about the situation that happened when I was homeless. About how someone said that they catered to me. Do I look like a motherfucker that needs some fucking female to cater to me? No, I just needed somewhere to sleep, and then I didn't even have that. You offered me a place to sleep, and then I didn't even have that. So don't tell me you catered to me. Don't tell me you did more, you went up and above and out your way. Don't say that to me. When you laughed at me. Don't do that. So yeah, I don't fuck with people. I'd rather be by myself. I really would rather be by myself. It's hurtful. It's hard. It's lonely. But to have motherfuckers that would shit on you, and then shit on you, and then blame you. To say it was you. It was you. You need help. So that they can have their own stories to tell amongst each other. To verify for each other. See, they was right. They was right. Motherfuckers be around you just so they can see what another motherfucker was talking about, just so they can say, oh, they was right about you. When you was fucked up to me the whole time anyway. I don't fuck with that. So I don't fuck with that. So yeah, You caught me lonely, bitch. I'm alone. I'm alone. But my money ain't gonna keep me alone. In the suburbs, we're not alone in the suburbs. There's people who get together all the fucking time. I'm meeting a lot of people in the fucking suburbs. And that's the thing. You gotta be with your people. You gotta be with the kind of people that fuck with you. Those people don't fuck with me. Or they use me. These people don't need to use me. It ain't no way I'm gonna meet them and use them. Because I already know what that feels like. I guess I'm with my people now. Fuck with that. You got me.